Hello and welcome to another edition of Lab Rats. My name is Andy Walker.
I'm Sean Carruthers.
And this is a show where we demystify technology, except sort of not today, because once again we're back in Las Vegas, Sean.
Yes, we are.
At the Consumer Electronics Show. And we're going to bring to you this time the best of CES. The Consumer Electronics Show, of course, the world's largest, or at least North America's largest consumer electronics trade show.
Yes, it had a bit of a dip there for a little bit, but it's picking back up again. Lots of people coming through, so we're expecting a lot of really good stuff this year.
So we've been out on the show floor all week doing all kinds of stuff, and of course every year we bring to you the best of, as well as a bunch of different episodes. So in the next few weeks you're going to see Lab Rats cover off the best of, the best mobile, going to do the weirdest, because you always do the weirdest, and
robots.
And robots as well, right? So in this episode we're going to show you the best stuff that we found on the show floor.
Best of everything.
The year of tablets, the year of mobile. So why don't we just get right to it as opposed to just sitting here and chit-chatting.
Sounds good to me.
All right, here it is, the best of CES 2011.
Sean Carruthers here at CES 2011, here at the Ion booth. We've got two of my favorite things combined in one product, the iPad and old school video gaming. And Adam is going to tell us what this product is. So Adam, what is this?
This is a product called iCade. You know, last April Fools Day, a company called ThinkGeek, who you probably have heard of,
I have,
had a fake product that they had kind of fabricated called iCade. And we contacted them and we said, you know what guys, we can actually help you turn this into a real thing.
There's been a few products like that have become real products from ThinkGeek because people wanted to get them.
That's exactly
right. Like the unicorn in a can. But
there's all sorts of interesting stuff there. But we basically went ahead and we put together a physical embodiment of this kind of interesting idea that they had. Mm-hmm. And then we took it one step further and we partnered with a company you might have heard of called Atari.
I've heard of them.
I would call it kind of the first name in classic arcade gaming at this point. And they're incorporating support for iCade into a wide number of games that they have. The first one that we're looking at here, of course, is Asteroids. But they've got, I think close to 100 different arcade titles that are perfectly appropriate. If you want to play the game, in this case, you just do that.
There we go.
And you're ready to go. I think you're dealing with...
There we go. So just like the old
school one. Just like the old school thing. We kind of feel like the touch model of the iPad is a phenomenal model for a lot of things, but for some of these classic arcade titles, why not play them the way they were intended to be played in the first place?
Yeah, and the sad thing about it is I died just as quickly with this as I generally do when I'm playing the real game. Just because I like old school arcade gaming doesn't mean I'm any good at it.
Understood. Well, you can have hours and hours of fun and don't need to keep pumping quarters in, so you can get better at it without spending a ton of money. All
right, so how is this powered up and usable? Like, is this, it looks like it's sort of portable here, but...
It's portable, it's actually battery powered at this point, so, rechargeable battery powered.
And so that means you can take it anywhere, have a little party.
Have a party wherever you go.
The deck.
It communicates with the iPad via Bluetooth.
Okay.
So it's really easy to just pop the iPad in. Actually, you can take the top opens up so that you can go ahead and you can pop your iPad in.
All right, so you just slide it in and out.
Just slide it in.
So no docking mechanism to get broken when you rip it out in frustration.
That's exactly right. That's exactly
right. All right. So there you go. So when will we be able to get a hold of this, and how much will it cost us?
We're expecting this to come out at $9.99, and it should be available later this year.
There you go. Thank you so much, Adam.
You bet.
Andy Walker here from Butterscotch.com here at CES 2011. You know what? I just found the most intelligent packaging going here with Brett from Fulton Innovation. Brett, you've done some really interesting things with packaging and smart packages talking to devices. Tell me a little bit about what you guys have done here.
Okay. Well, we started out working on consumer electronics, and we've worked hard on the CHI standard for electronic components and consumer electronics and phones and so forth. But then there's also applications for packaging where we can bring packaging into the market so the packaging talks to the consumer. Excuse me, Sharon. So now the packaging is communicating with the consumer. Then when the consumer buys that package, they take it home. Then it can communicate with their systems at home. So as I put this on my shelf at home, I now know that I have Honey Nut Cheerios. And if I push on that, I now know what's in the box. And as that gets depleted, it can add it to my shopping list in a week from now.
Now, how does the system know how many Cheerios are in the actual box?
Well, it's programmed in no different than barcode has information on it. We put information on in the printed inks in the box to tell us how much should be there and how much is left.
So it knows that there should be 347 grams of Cheerios.
Correct.
So when it gets to half that, it says it's half full.
And then your system would tell you, no different than your other applications would say, hey, you're half out. If I'm at a halfway point, put it on my shopping list.
Amazing. How did you get the thing to glow?
It's all done through inductive inks.
Yes.
and which have been around for years.
Yeah.
The trouble with it is, how do I get power to a package? And that's where inductive coupling and intelligent wireless power come into play.
So this actual unit here would actually be on the store shelf.
That's correct.
It would be powered.
Be embedded in the surface.
And it would be talking to the box directly.
Yes.
Okay, and then I lift it up and go, I'm going to buy this.
Yep.
And I'm going to take it home.
Now I'm going to set it there. Now I'm going to know I've got Honey Nut Cheerios at home.
Right.
Think of this as your visual screen that you see now on your refrigerator, or it might be on a cupboard door.
Right.
And now it's going to upload, and it's going to take that information. It can upload it to a screen that's in your kitchen.
Right.
Or it can upload it to your smartphone.
Right. It says, you need more Honey Nut Cheerios.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's actually real Cheerios in there. That's hilarious. Now talk to me about this soup technology. This is really clever here. This is
okay.
A chunky soup demo.
Same concept.
Yeah.
We've put inductive coupling and intelligence into the packaging.
Yeah. Do we see anything at the bottom?
There's water in here, so be careful.
Okay, so I'll be careful.
You really can't. We've done a prototype of this.
Yeah.
And what it allows you to do is select the power level. I want to heat this to low. Maybe it's one of my small children that want to have it.
Yeah.
So I want it lukewarm, not hot.
Yeah.
I like soup hot.
Yeah.
So I would pick a hot setting.
Yeah.
And then you would set it on an enabled surface.
Right.
And now you would select the power level and bring the temperature up.
Unbelievable.
What's amazing about this is it's more efficient and faster than using your microwave.
Right.
The packaging applications are less expensive because I don't have to worry about a plastic ring to protect the metal from the microwave.
Right.
And so our goal, we're a technology company, we want to show the capabilities from consumer electronics to packaging, and we'll be charging a Tesla in our booth.
Oh yeah?
So the full applications of very, very low power requirements to very, very high at 1.5 kilowatts, and we're charging it as if we're charging it through a manhole cover.
Amazing. How long until we see this on the marketplace?
Consumer electronics, you'll start to hear announcements as early as this week.
Yes.
And that's based on a QI standard, which we worked very, very hard on.
Yeah.
And so that's coming out now. The rest of the stuff is talking a little more into the future, the packaging and so forth, the automobile. That's where we think wireless power and consumers are going to interact over their lifetime.
Wow.
So it's telling the whole story, not just one segment of it, which right now is consumer electronics.
Where can we find out more information?
You can go to our website, fultoninnovation.com or ecoupled.com, or you can go to the Wireless Power Consortium website as well.
Very good. Brett, thank you so much for the information.
Thanks, Andy.
Good luck with this technology. Andy Moore Crispin here at CES Unveiled, leading up to CES 2011. Bumped into Scott from Joby, who's going to show us a couple of cool new iPad cases. Now, Joby kind of made its name by taking a problem that we all have, which is, you don't want to pack a bulky tripod, and finding a really simple and elegant solution to that problem. So we're excited to see what you guys have for the iPad. Why don't we start off with the guy that looks kind of familiar to us, the guy with the legs back here.
Thrilled to share. This is, so we launched today 2 Gorilla Mobile products for the iPad. This is the Gorilla Mobile Yogi. Let me turn that on. And this is really all about the person who likes to have the device really integrated into their lifestyle. So this is about cozying up with the device. It's got the flexible, bendable legs that we are very well known for. And it is really about whether you're using it in a chair, on a couch, on your bed. And the legs are modular, so you have the ability to just pop that off.
So that if we're on a flight, we can easily kind of put it into landscape mode to watch a movie and that kind of idea.
And
leave it as a photo frame on our coffee table or something.
Put it in your lap. It's almost like your lap cap. Use it on a bed. This is really about that user who likes to just kind of have that integrated in their life.
All right, now the one that actually really drew my attention was someone was folding this crazy guy.
Yes.
What is this guy called?
So this is Gorilla Mobile Ori. Very excited to launch both of these. This is really Ori inspired by origami, or the art of the fold. So the first thing you should know is that this is a very innovative material. 2 layers of aluminum wrapped around a layer of polypropylene. Super rugged, super durable, super lightweight.
And that means we get a bit of flex in there too.
Yes,
just a little bit.
Just a little bit, just enough. And then from here, this is a microfiber that helps protect the screen and also helps to make sure that you aren't going to slip on a slippery surface.
So now we can type here, I guess, if we wanted to.
Yeah, so actually, the first thing I usually do is I like to just put it up into a folded mode where you can really just kind of get the right viewing angle, the right ergonomics for your experience. And then if you flip down the kickstand, you have the ability to type on a nice,
we have a nice
stable
solid surface.
Exactly, a nice stable surface. Great for typing, sending emails, whatever you need to do. And then from there, actually I'll leave the kickstand down and I'll take you to a different position. So if you fold this tab up,
I'm sensing that after we get this all figured out, we really feel like we've accomplished something.
Oh no, it's great.
So it looks a little complicated. Is it a complicated thing to figure out?
It's not, actually. That's the beauty of it. It's really not. So this is really all about getting it into There we go.
I guess it's complicated when you're
Sous chef.
upside down.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to do reverse. This is sous chef mode, so it's got an elevated viewing angle. So if you're above it in your kitchen, for example, and you're flipping through, you're going through recipes, you're typing a little bit, you have the ability to actually have the right ergonomic angle to do all that.
Very cool.
And then from there, you can flip that up to what we call popcorn in a movie, which is really the right angle to view films, to do sales presentations if you're a road warrior, and then of course, depending on what you're doing, landscape to portrait swivel.
I really like how you guys have figured out sort of these are all based on usage cases, right? Like you're in the kitchen, you're sitting on an airplane watching a movie, you want to do a sales presentation.
Absolutely.
I really like that.
Yeah, no, this is very much for the road warrior, that person who's looking for protection and positioning. This is very much, as I mentioned, for that consumer who likes to have that device become very personal, almost at home.
So now, how much is the guy with the Gorilla Pod style legs?
So this is $49.95 at retail.
Okay.
And the Ori is $79.95 retail. Both available today. Starting, I would say, given availability, go to our website first, joby.com. But that will be pushed down the channel over the next couple of weeks.
Okay, so for information on these, we're clearly going to joby.com. And for everything we discussed here and links to everything else, hit up the show notes on butterscotch.com. Scott, thanks, man.
Andrew, great. Thanks very much.
Sean Carruthers from Butterscotch.com here at CES 2011 with our friends at MiniWiz, who do sustainable technology, and I'm here with Alex, Industrial Design Director, who's going to show us 3 of the new products that MiniWiz has on the show floor today.
Okay. So here we're at MiniWiz. Our 3 main goals is to use recycled material, reduce energy, and also reuse your trash. So we have our first product. It's called the jellies, and what it is we use trash, and in this case, the wine and champagne bottles. We wanted to motivate customers to reuse their trash, existing trash. So you can basically just put the lamp on top of it, and then it becomes a brand new LED lamp. And just by simply tap the center part, it goes on, and then it goes to the second mode, which is the ambient mode. And you can change the color by just moving your finger across the circle.
So 2 different ways to light.
Yeah, exactly. And we use the LED bulbs for energy saving purposes, and this is only 6 watts.
Right, that
compared to,
looks pretty bright for a 6-watt bulb.
exactly.
It's actually pretty cool. Is there anything special about this particular shield that you've got around that?
Well, we use entirely 100% recycled material, and this frame here is actually, we use a newly developed green material. It's called WPC, which is waste wood chips and also recycled PET material.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So what is the expected release date of the product? And how much
we're
will it cost?
expecting in the second quarter of 2011, this year.
Yeah. Do we have a price yet on it, or is it still too early to tell?
Estimating around $80 US dollars.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. So you have another lighting product in the booth as well.
Exactly.
So we actually have a few of them up here, but they're not running at the moment.
Yeah, but we have pictures to show that we installed in our office. Here is the what we call the leaf, because the original design inspiration is from nature, and then we want to insist green energy. So here it is. The shape, it looks like inspired by leaf, and then we use LED technology, which also uses only uses 42 watts compared to typical ceiling lighting fluorescence around 56 to 60 watts. And here again we use entirely recycled material. And the modular design actually gives a different way of customizing your ceiling by just flipping reverse. You just reverse the frame, and then it becomes 2 different designs. One comes outward, and the other one goes in. And also you can adjust the angle, the direction of the shape of it too. So it's like a tile, and you can play around for your office space.
So it's energy efficient, and it actually is a little bit fashionable as well, unlike the ballast you normally see for fluorescence.
Exactly. And also another thing is that LED technology, it lasts 3 times longer than traditional lighting.
Yeah.
So you save energy bills, and at the same time sustainable material, and they are biodegradable.
All right, so moving on from lighting, apparently you're into furniture now as well.
Absolutely. And so this is what we call the peanut. And the peanut is what we call a musical furniture, because it combines a entertainment sound system along with a set of furnitures. As you can see, the center part is actually a speaker box. It has 2.1 channel speakers with a subwoofer, and the top lid you can open up, and then you just plug in your iPad or iPhone, and play your music and share with your friends. And while your friends come to your house, you can simply take off each individual wood veneer layer chairs, and they become chairs or shelves or coffee tables if you put a tabletop on top.
So these all nest around the outside on the speaker dock as well.
Exactly. You can when it's not in use, you can just simply put everything back together, and then to minimize space.
Right, which can be important if you're in a very small apartment but still want to have friends over occasionally.
Exactly.
So there you go. So you can also, can you sit on this unit as well when it's closed, or is it just the pieces around that you can sit on?
When you take them out, they become chairs and you can sit on them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when is this one going to be available to the public?
Around the second quarter of 2011.
Okay, and do we have a price in
this
mind
one
for this
to be announced. Because this one is a little more tricky because of the manufacturing process.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so stay tuned for that one then.
Yeah.
Andy Walker here with Butterscotch.com at the LG booth at CES. I'm here with Frank Lee, and you're going to show me a bit of a miracle. You're going to show me how to control my appliances with your Android phone?
That's right.
Wow, amazing. So what's the story here?
Well, we have smart appliances by LG featuring our Think technology.
Yeah.
And really you're trying to find some relevant ways to take advantage of all these innovations in wireless technology, all in the appliances. So really, being able to use a tablet or a cell phone, in this case powered by Android, to be able to access and modify and control appliances such as the laundry, the washing machine and laundry. So we just run a little application,
right?
And what we have here is the option whether you want to access the washer, dryer, the range, the refrigerator, or the robotic vacuum.
Any of the ecosystem of the appliances you guys provide.
That's right. That's right. So we'll go over to the washer. And right here, you can start a setting based on the different options in the program. We can also download new software that's been upgraded regarding stain removal or any other.
It's like a little app that specializes in grass stains or blood stains or whatever?
That's right.
All right, wow.
But even in smart diagnostics, you can actually begin, if you have any problem, you get an error message, you can send information through the internet to our customer service centers, and they'll do the analysis for you and give you a diagnostic result.
Wow, so you're never going to have like a service call.
Right.
The information will be provided to the repair person way before they ever arrive.
That's right. So there's only like 3 types of errors, right?
Yeah.
Human error, or there's been an installation problem, or there's something wrong where a part needs to be replaced.
Of course, yeah.
So if it's in that situation, the good thing is that one service call is all that it takes. That technician, you take time away from work, and it's one visit. He has the right part, he knows exactly what he has to do. He comes into your home, addresses it, and leaves.
Or if it's a human error, it explains how to fix it right there on the spot.
Exactly.
Now what about, how does it communicate to the service center? Is there a wireless connection? How does that work?
Yeah, so basically you need to have an internet connection at home. Ideally wireless to the wireless router.
The Wi-Fi?
Yeah, Wi-Fi is probably the best way to do it, because that way you take the full advantage of the suite of solutions. Because it could be your phone, it could be your tablet, you could do it in the home or do it from outside the home.
Right, of course. Now all this interface too is available directly on the machine itself.
That's correct.
It has a touch screen built into it as well.
Yeah, and very, a possibility in the near future, like this year, smart grid technology. And what that means, you're looking for the lowest rate on energy and water, and you'll know that by each township or region, and be able to delay your watch automatically, either from the home, again outside the home, and then take advantage of that.
So until the rates are the ultimate low, so after 5 p.m. at night, in the middle of the night,
that's right.
You can set it to actually wash at 2 a.m. in the morning and get the best electrical rates going.
That's right. So standards are being set by each of the municipalities around the country, and it will offer you recommendations. Okay, if you want to do a wash right now, it'll give you the best time of day within the next 4 hours or the next 24 hours. But if you have to do the wash immediately, it will still prompt you, would you like to do it on the economic setting?
Oh, that's right.
Just again to stretch the opportunity, stretch your dollars.
Very, very enviro then.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so washing machines, ranges, stoves,
refrigerators
as well.
And your vacuums.
And your vacuums, of course, is what we saw in another segment. Frankly, thank you very much. More information
at www.lge.com.
There you go, LG Smart Appliances here at CES 2011.
Sean Carruthers here at CES 2011, and we're here with my good friend Mike Wong, who we've known for years and years and years, and he's got some stuff to show us here.
I do.
Now you've got some SSDs here on the table, so we've got this this old school one that you used to put in the
This is a full-size SSD. It's great for laptops, but what we have that's designed for things like tablets are modular SSDs. But now we've come out with something new. And I wanted to show this one. It's called our iSSD, or integrated SSD.
That looks like a stick of black licorice.
It does, but it doesn't taste like it. So I wouldn't recommend you trying it. But this is designed for the new types of tablets nowadays that require very small footprint. You can see it's about the size of a postage stamp, and it's very thin because the tablets are very thin in themselves. So this is ideal for tablets because it's high capacity, up to 64 gigabytes, but it's still
64 inside that.
64 gigabytes in this, and they're only going to get higher capacity. So it's amazing because this is what enables these new tablets that are coming out to do all the great things that they do.
Right now we know how the old one's connected to the board using the old serial ATA slots or a special modular slot inside things. How does this connect to your board?
Yeah, this one's a little bit different. We sell this directly to the manufacturer, and you can see this would be soldered down right onto the motherboard itself. So this is not a product that's sold at retail, but directly to the manufacturer through our OEM channels. So again, they need the high capacity, they need the ruggedness, the durability, the small form factor, but also the lower power consumption that an SSD can provide.
Right. So how much would this cost as compared to one of the old ones, just in terms of a percentage?
Yeah, would be roughly the same on a price per gigabyte as some of our standard SSDs. We don't sell this at retail, so we don't offer retail pricing, but again, it's in line with our other products.
Right, there you go. So you can't get this at the store and jam it into your iPad to add more memory, but it might be coming to the next generation, whatever tablet it is. We can't name names, I understand.
Exactly.
Not yet. Thank you so much, Mike.
Hey, my pleasure.
Thanks, and
Good
for more
to see
information
you.
on this and all the other SSDs that we see here, go to see our show notes for this at butterscotch.com.
Well, that's it for the best of CES 2011. Sean, a great show this year.
It definitely is. Always is.
Always a pleasure to come down to Las Vegas, even though it's been a bit chilly this year.
Yeah, you're not wearing your usual suit jacket. You're all bundled up here. You look like the Michelin Man here in this
I feel
thing.
like the Michelin Man. I got a bit of a still scratchy throat anyway as well. And we hope you enjoyed our coverage. Don't forget to zip on over to butterscotch.com to see the show notes for this episode, as well as all of our coverage. We've been pounding the pavement, looking at all the gadgets. There's lots and lots of coverage there about the Consumer Electronics Show this year. Thank you for being my host this year, once again, on Lab Rats here at the Consumer Electronics Show.
Thank you for bringing me down again.
All right, and don't forget, talking the best of, if you want the best domain registration services and internet services, zip on over to hover.com, get 10% off with this coupon here on the screen, and support our amazing sponsor for the show this year. Anyway, thanks a lot. My name's Andy Walker.
I'm Sean Carruthers.
We'll see you next time.